quake of thunder, a bolt of lightning, and then a voice shines down from the heavens. The metal god has returned. The metal gods have returned. Judas Priest, Redeemer of Souls. Yes, yes. New single, title track from the new album, due out this year, 2014, July the 14th or July the 15th, all depending on where you live. Wow. Where to start? Let's start with the fact that this is the first song that we have heard, new song that is, that features the new guitar player of this band, Richie Faulkner. And this is the first new material that we've heard from Judas Priest in quite some time. And, of course, after the success of the Epitaph World Tour, which was considered to be their final world tour, and if it is, then, you know, more power to these guys. They've had an illustrious career that spanned 5 decades so far, and they're still going with writing new material and everything like that. But here we are. We have Redeemer of Souls. We have a song that definitely has that anthemic feel. This is something that would easily parallel along with a lot of the classic Judas Priest songs that you've heard in the 1980s and early 1990s. This is certainly one that fits very, very nicely into their discography. That's one thing I need to get off of my chest almost instantaneously. But let's be frank here. Let's be frank about what a traditional Judas Priest song sounds like. I mean, let's be perfectly honest about the real formula here. The formula is one that has been as ancient as classic rock itself, something that really has born itself alongside of classic rock. Judas Priest helped to really script out the constitution to this formula. This is certainly something where you have very anthemic riffs. Riffs that are simple but anthemic. They have a great feel to them. They have a great atmosphere. The crowd instantaneously will know what this is. And then you have that voice. You have that anthemic, that voice. Rob Halford's voice in this case, of course, but it's the voice that you know. It's the voice that is very distinct. It has a unique value to it. It is something that is unlike any other voice, with the lone exception perhaps of Bruce Dickinson or Biff from Saxon. Really, there is nobody like Rob Halford. Period. And then, of course, you have the structure of verse, chorus, perhaps a bridge. There's a couple screams here and there, and then you have a guitar solo. And the guitar solo usually, by order of magnitude, determines just how epic the song is. This was something that for decades has really been the crimson stain that has really determined rock royalty, metal royalty, and those who are just pretenders. And once again, that same formula, that simplistic formula that merely seems as though it should be dated as fuck, exists once again on this track, and once again signifies the return of Judas Priest in very good form. Principally because this is still an idea that works. This is still an idea that does not get old. Now, this is not something that you center a full entire album off of, and this is definitely something that is principally used for single purposes. But damn, it still gives you great feelings. It still gives you a tremendous feeling about this album whenever it comes out. This is an album, or excuse me, this is a song rather, that I mentioned Saxon earlier. This wouldn't feel out of place in the Saxon catalog. This wouldn't feel out of place, perhaps being sung by Bruce Dickinson and Iron Maiden, and having it be like the neatest crossover of all time. This is definitely a track that fits within that new wave of British heavy metal scope. This is definitely something that continues and furthers on that legacy, that legend that the new wave of British heavy metal has really done and had now for 4 decades, and the importance that they've really had for the genre of heavy metal in general. So once again, Judas Priest returns with a song that definitely is a signpost for, hopefully, a great album. And tonally speaking, it definitely sounds like they have that aggression, and they still have that songwriting ability. Perhaps it's the fact that they've gotten a guy now on guitars who was born whenever British Steel came out. You know, ever since then, you know, in the 11 years prior to that, Judas Priest had been recording albums, so this guy is by no means a dinosaur. The other band members still sound fresh, even though they may not necessarily get around as quickly as they used to, but I bet you that they do. But this is definitely a song that shows a lot of promise. At its core, I would deem it to be slightly above average on the Judas Priest song spectrum. There's definitely tracks that I love more, and will love more, but if I were to see these guys live, I would definitely go crazy for this track. It's definitely awesome. What did you guys think about this song? What do you guys think about Redeemer of Souls? What do you think about the potential for the Judas Priest album that comes this July? And really, what do you think about Judas Priest in general? But that's really a question that I should know the answer for each and every one of you. But maybe I don't. Let me know in the comments below. Like and comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.